So today we are going to, by way of revision, try to tackle all those problems that I know you would have. I knew you would have that problem. I knew you would have that problem. So I'm ready to give you the solution. All right, so we'll go to let me share my screen so you can see. Do you see my screen? Do you see my Oracle VM VirtualBox?
No, sir.
Okay, so
let me... Not shared.
All right, so here we go. This is my Oracle VM VirtualBox, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What do I do? Delete all this. Let me delete all this and start all over. So to delete, we are learning already. To delete is what you do. That last guy that spoke. Anytime you are deleting, if you don't delete. No, sorry about that. To delete, you right click and you say remove. Remember to delete all files. If you remove only, you would have problems because the files would conflict. All right, so let me click this and remove. All right, so what I have here is I have a server and I have a client. That's all I have. In fact, let me delete this. You know what I'm deleting so that it doesn't look like I already prepared some things and I didn't teach you. So delete. Let me delete. All right, so all I've got here is a server and a client. So let us do the assignment now, server and client. And then, of course, in the process of completing the assignment, you would see where you have issues and you see what we do here to resolve the issues. All right? Your domain controller and then your client. Client will not be so useful here, but I have my client anyway. So what do I want to do? Clone my domain controller? It's not actually a domain controller yet. It's just a server. In fact, you would see. So let's clone. This is how to clone. What do we call it? Primary domain controller. Let's call that server. And then when you are cloning, watch out. This is where your mistakes are coming from. If you don't watch out and then you come back, I'm not going to help you anymore. So I take general new MAC address for all network adapters. I already explained that, why I had to take that. All right, in previous videos. Next, and then clone. Is cloning. That's how to clone.
So I couldn't clone now.
Why couldn't you clone? Unless you don't have enough resources, cloning should not be a problem at all.
Okay.
All right, so clone would duplicate the server, the VM we already have. That's much faster than reinstalling, creating a new virtual machine, installing and configuring. It's much faster. That's why we prefer to clone. But cloning comes with its own challenges, like you experience. All right. Okay, while the cloning is going on, anything you want to share? We are going technical now. This is technical. It's no longer the elementary of As a matter of fact, what we are going to do today is not common. So most people will stop the knowledge of most people's Windows 20 server OS is limited to network administration. So once you're able to do this today and you add it to your CV, your prospective employer is going to wonder, are you sure you can do this? How did you learn this? Because not everybody knows this. And that's why you're having challenges, because it's gone beyond the general class to the intermediate, not advanced yet, just intermediate class. Not everyone knows this. You know the assignment we are trying to do today, right?
Yes, sir.
The project. Everyone has the project. All right. So we have our primary domain controller, or what the machine we intend to make our primary domain controller. So what do? We start it. All right. So starting the machine. Did I remove my DC one? We don't even have a DC one in the first place. Okay, we'll create a new one. It's writing on my screen. That's my DC. Security. Waiting around. So where's this writing coming from? Okay, I'm just waiting for this thing to load. So. All right, that's loaded. All right, so once it's loaded, we'll log in. Okay, this already joined to the meet. So who's writing this on the screen? How did that happen? How do I remove that? Okay, so you remember this place? I must have deleted. This is already a domain controller. Let me see my virtual. Okay, you know what I'll do? This is what I'll do. I'll leave that like that. Do you see this server one? DC only state. It's not happening the same way. I wanted a plain server that was not already configured, the domain controller. We have to create that one from scratch.
Can we create another server?
I have to create it from scratch, because if I start like this, it's already a domain controller. I know that because this is configured. And then I have tools because it's already configured. So that's my domain controller. So I'll have to create a new DC tool from scratch, secondary domain controller. All right, it's going to take a while, but let's start. So machine, new machine. What do I want to call this new machine? Secondary domain controller. And then what am I loading there? I'm loading Windows 2016, 64-bit. All right, so next 2 meg RAM, 2 gig RAM, sorry. All right, 50 gig hard disk space, and then that's it. It's created. So I started. I start to create a new machine and install. So I go to the yellow box and I say, add my operating system. Add my operating system from where? I already downloaded it. I have 2 operating systems, 2016 and Enterprise. So I take the 2016 and say, load that one into this virtual machine for me. I say, oh, just scroll through to make sure it's highlighted. I say, choose that one, and I say, start. The OS will load now, fresh. But again, okay. Let's install that. So I agree to terms and conditions. All right, that's loading. The reason I'm starting from scratch is so that we encounter problems, the same problems we are encountering, so that we can resolve them. If I use existing systems, you may not see those problems. Okay, so that one is loading. So which one is the secondary domain controller? I'm going to change the name. I don't need this. Let me shut this down. This one, close. All right, so our system is loading. I can as well delete this because I won't need it. I'll remove this, delete off. We're creating a fresh, we're building the network from scratch. Questions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. In my first client one, I wanted to add another user and I did the password changing. Everything was successful, but I couldn't log in.
You wanted to add another user. How did you add the user? What did you do to add the user? From where did you add the
If I can share my screen, so that I will show you what I'm talking about.
Okay, go ahead, share your screen. Share screen. So that's what's your name again?
Anne, sir.
Anne. Okay. So share
yes, sir.
Video. All right. So you can share your screen.
Okay.
She's the host now.
So our Windows is still loading, 54%. So let's keep our eye on our Windows. Yeah. Have you shared your screen?
I'm trying to switch my camera. I don't know how to share the screen, sir.
I'll help you with that one. You are still seeing my screen? How many percentage have we done? What's the percentage you see? Okay, so you see.
Like if you want to do selfie, just do front camera, then turn it and let it face the system so that we can see it.
95, 96, 90, 100%. Okay, so this is so straightforward. Everyone should be able to do this. Where is what is this? Hello, don't worry. Okay, so we're making progress.
Ready, sir.
Yeah, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you need me to do?
Okay, I went to the other user. I wanted to add my client, another client here. The one I created in my. Can you see it, sir?
No. Do you see it? Does anyone see it?
No, sir.
You know what? Don't worry about